welcome. Emoji 2 TV. I'm Coach Danzy, alongside my partner, Coach Fullard. We had a very interesting week last week of traveling the areas, different areas in fact. Section 1 we covered those guys, Section 3 we covered those guys, and of course Section 2. Coach, we've been all over the place now. What you got on docket? What do you want to touch on first?
We've been giving a lot of love to a lot of sections, covering a lot of games and what have you. But we're going to go with what we covered this week.
Okay.
The games we covered this week. Got a chance to get out, and we watched a fabulous Green Tech and Poughkeepsie game.
Oh, yeah, Coach. Section 2 versus Section 1.
Wow. That was such an exciting game
Yes,
from start to finish. You know what I mean? It was a very intriguing game. You saw two iconic icons in the basketball high school arena go at it.
Yes, sir.
And it was fulfilling to say the least, Coach.
Yes, sir.
I mean, Green Tech came out. They was ready to play. They were at home. Poughkeepsie came. That's a fabulous Poughkeepsie team. They are well-rounded from top to bottom. You saw two teams actually that was well-rounded from top to bottom. The game had a fierce pace at 2-2. You know what I mean?
No back down for either teams.
Up and down, 94 feet.
Yes, sir.
Non-stop action. It was compact, Coach. I really enjoyed it thoroughly. And I mean, and the players. I mean, what can you say about the game and the players that played?
They played, Coach. I mean, you got Devontae Thomas for the Poughkeepsie Pioneers, Coach. That kid was
Devontae. Yeah,
I mean, he was the fourth quarter. He's the fourth quarter guy.
I mean, you said it during the broadcast. You said it during the broadcast. You said, "Hey, Coach, I saw this guy, and this guy was down and playing shit in the hole."
Yes, that's right.
Another Section 2 team, and he scored 12 points in the fourth quarter.
Right.
He proceeded to score 14 points against Green Tech in the fourth quarter.
Wow.
They helped give him the distance, hitting threes, inside, outside, big boy, rebound. Doing all kind of sorts. Doing all kind of sorts.
And you also had a whole bunch of slew other guys in that Pioneers team as well, Coach. You had Goins going in.
Goins was going in. Yeah, he did a good job.
You also had Pearson.
Pearson,
you know what I mean? High flyer. You also had Revelation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
They hit a couple threes coming in.
Absolutely.
Another junior guard coming in. You know, they had a lot of guys in there, Coach. You had Campbell hitting another threes.
That's another one.
You had Carter doing his thing.
God,
Coach, that is so guys on that Pioneers team, Coach, that gets it in. You know, and they're undefeated.
Well-balanced team.
Well-balanced team.
I'm definitely looking forward to them. And their Coach Moffitt,
Yeah.
does a wonderful job. Very polished guy. It was a pleasure interviewing him and different things of that nature. And we couldn't say enough about the Poughkeepsie crew. I mean, they did a terrific job. I can see why they even beat Shin as well.
Coach, they travel very well, Coach. They came up here and had a fan base loud and, you know, you thought it was their home gym at one point.
For a minute there, for real. They were louder than some of the Green Tech faithful in the building. You know what I mean?
So, I mean, they travel well. They got a good following right now.
Absolutely.
Good energy around the program. Moffitt is a new coach there. You know, not new to coaching, but new to Poughkeepsie because he coached somewhere else before that. Did a fabulous job there as well. Now he's moved up to the AA level. So he's doing well. But Green Tech, Coach, they battled hard, Coach.
Oh my God.
You Coach. Jordan North stepped up crazy in that game.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's our name for him is Jordan. I mean, this guy is unbelievable. This guy from 94 feet, he can get the ball off the till and then go 94 feet nonstop. I mean, he make moves on a dime. You know what I mean? And he can score a lot of points in bunches. He heats up. He had a little bit of foul trouble in that game, so that kind of slowed him down a little bit. It kind of nullified Green Tech's attack as well. But you take nothing away from that Green Tech team.
No.
Those guys are poised to compete.
Josh Hyman.
Big
time lefty shots he was knocking down, Coach.
Lefty, no question about it.
Coach. Keymore Johnson coming and rebounding. I just see a little bit more out of him, early on in the game. We'll see just a little bit more out of him. Because he's very unselfish, Coach.
Very.
You know, and you got to be give me a little bit of selfish, a little bit.
I agree with you.
Not too much, just a little bit of selfish. But yeah, he's a quality guy. I
agree with you. I mean, and I'm just like blown away about the whole Green Tech team from a mono to a mono.
I mean, Thorpe off the bench as well. Does well for them. Man. I mean, it's a bunch of guys. You got Damani Benjamin coming up. He came in with two quick steals, and he's actually scored on one of them.
You know I mean, you can pull from. I mean, it's not a bad problem to have. And I'll tell you this, and again, when it's worth mentioning again, when we talked to Coach Jones earlier on in the season, he talked about preparing a tough schedule because we also saw them out against Nottingham. And that was another tough game that went 94 feet. You know what I mean? And you saw two teams go. I mean, that's the kind of basketball I love. Front, I mean, from beginning to end, nonstop, just going at it. And those are two viable teams, Nottingham and Poughkeepsie will be 2 teams that'll be there come sectional time. So when Coach Jones concocted that schedule to have Green Tech play against some really stiff competition, although they came up short in both of those games, they showed a lot. And Jordan Norton even played in the Nottingham game. So you know what I mean? They showed a lot where they can progress in and be going to, and then as they get more chemistry with a new coach, you know, which I'll get into the whole Green Tech thing later. But yeah, Coach, I mean, it was a fabulous game nonetheless, Coach.
I mean, like you said, Coach, when you're bringing in quality opponents like that, it's only going to suit your program well. Your players are going to just get a better feel for this, not only your competition in your area, but the surrounding areas as well.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So, Coach, I think Coach Jones, scheduling-wise, is doing a fabulous job. They won a tough game, beating Teutonic down in Massachusetts, Coach. They were down by 20 in the first quarter.
That's a fact.
And came back second quarter, and they dropped 20 on that team.
That's a fact.
And ended up winning the game in the close one down the stretch. So, he's definitely scheduled some teams, you know, that are quality.
And they're competing. And I tell you, I take the time out right now, the liberty to say, because we're talked about, we cover Henninger as well versus Saratoga. We covered them. So what we're also doing, this platform is providing us an opportunity to provide teams from the section that we primarily cover, the opportunity to get privy to some of those other teams from other sections. So when it comes playoff time, you will have some type of familiarity with those guys.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Just throw on our tape. UFC, we break down the broadcast for you, game-by-game analysis, player-by-player analysis, whatever you want. We got it here at Mojo TV. That's what we do.
That's what we do, huh?
So moving on, though, Coach, Niskayuna versus Mohan.
Good quality game. Good quality game, Coach.
Very good quality games. The game we want to do, we want to definitely provide as much coverage to all the teams. I know with the with Suburban in particular, sometimes it's top heavy. You got the CBAs that's going to be there. But it was a pleasure getting out, seeing a former, reigning state championship and Mohan coming up against an uptick start Niskayuna team.
That's right.
And Niskayuna was able to pull that victory out. And I saw some things with Niskayuna that I like, Coach. Did you see some things you like, Coach?
You better believe it. I mean, you got the triplets over there, Coach. You know, one of them not playing because she's a girl. The other 2 are playing. Those 2 guys there can shoot the ball.
St. Lucia's.
St. Lucia. Them 2 kids there, Coach, this is fabulous players. You know what I mean? And I believe they're juniors, Coach.
They're juniors.
Yeah, so you got another year with those guys to get fit.
Absolutely.
And also Nick Benton. He's a junior as well.
Wow.
Big body guy. You know what I mean? Can shoot the 3 ball and he like to bang a little bit in the post area. So that team, like you said, is an uptick. Definitely an uptick, Coach. They won 2 quality games early on. They lost a tough one to Shin, Coach, early on in the season. Then they went a little run. Then hit a little rocky spell with this ball spot in the last outing. You know what I mean?
You got to respect that a little bit. These guys are still trying to feel themselves.
That's right.
You know what I mean? We had a chance to talk to the coach, and he had some nice things to say. And he said anything, you know, this year, they know they had a rough year last year with the amount of games they won last year, and this year is going to be a little bit better. And talking to him, he was a little satisfied and content with the progress that he sees from his guys and the output that they're putting out. So it was a really good game.
Coach, when you're the team that I believe you won 1 game last year, and you come back the next year, have her showing this well.
Absolutely.
That says a lot about where that program is going and what he's doing over there.
Absolutely.
Because a lot of programs, Coach, a lot of coaches been in the program so far, Coach, haven't really done much.
Turned that corner.
They haven't turned that corner.
You know and you like to see, and for him, I mean, like second year guy or what have you, you like to see something start to change because you're looking at about a 3-year window when you should see things start to change and improve. That's ideally when you hire a new coach or bring in a new coach per se or whatever, ideally that 3rd year you start to look for some type of improvement, some type of turnabout. You know what I mean? So for him, it's looking at that way. And Mohan, they have a new coach as well too, and of course he has his work cut out for him. Because you know, you like to be the guy who replaced the guy who replaced the guy, not the guy who replaced the guy, if I'm saying that right.
You replaced the guy who did well.
Yeah, you know what? All right, we simplify it like that. You know what I mean? So he stepped into some big shoes, state championship. He's coming on right there.
Coach Carney, his name.
Coach Carney, he's coming into a situation where he got to be facing a little bit of a pressure of being able to, you know, stay relevant, stay viable, and be able to compete. You know what I mean? And they did. I got to just, you know, give Niskayuna some props.
And they beat Colony early in the season, so Mohan is definitely still to be reckoned with right now. You know, they went down. To my opinion, they dropped down because they play in the Colonial now. Drop it down to competition level. You know what I mean? Double A to A ball. So, and most of the Colonial teams are A schools. You know what I mean? So he would battle. The competition gonna be a little lesser this year.
So he should be fine.
He should be fine at the end of the day. You know, but he will have to face. He will have to face. He will have to face Troy. You know, I may have to face them this year because Troy drops down in the class this year because the bed numbers are
a little lower than they had been, something to that degree. And then the game's CBA versus Albany. Now,
yeah.
Now that game, you had an opportunity to get out and cover. I was out on some other business.
Yeah.
Well, you had a chance to get out and cover that game. Yeah. However, when I watched the game, I'm watching it and I'm like, okay. I see, highlights of it, and I'm like, okay, they were down by 4 at halftime.
Right.
Only to turn around and see that they was down by 4, and then they added 0.
Yeah, Coach. Coach, it was unbelievable, Coach. I mean, 40-point.
Yeah.
40-point smackdown, Coach. I'm asking you, Coach. Have you ever seen anything like that before, though? Like you were at halftime and you're down 4, you're in the game. And it had to be Domel's halftime speeches party, throwing chairs around or something, Coach. I mean, Coach, you explain that situation there?
Well, I mean, it was a little bit, I was taken aback because when I was watching it, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
They're battling. They're down by 4 at halftime. I'm like, okay, they're keeping it close. This is a good look for Albany to kind of compete.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Try to be viable this year.
Right.
And then in the way it was leading to, I'm hearing like, okay. And then all of a sudden, CBA pulled away by 40. I said, they were down by 4. So that's like I'm used to like maybe if they were down by 15, 20 going into the third period.
Right, then you see a score like that, right?
Right. So you're talking about a plus 36 more points.
Ooh.
You're talking about a plus 36. You're down by 4 and you lose by 4. You're talking about plus 36.
I don't think they scored more than 13 points in the rest of the game. Yeah. After halftime, they might have scored. After halftime, I think they might have scored like 13 points.
That's a debilitating loss,
to
say the least.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For a team that's working on, climbing up a uphill battle that's been a long uphill battle, for a team to be climbing and working to make themselves relevant this year, that could be a debilitating loss for those kids over there. You know what I mean? Because you got to work hard to get them reacclimated to being able to play with the passion and the aggression and desire and all those things. So team morale right there, Coach Brown has some work to do over there with making sure that team morale stays intact because now it's a little bit fragile.
Yeah, Coach. I mean, yeah, that's a tough one there, especially to your rival, and you're at home. There's so many things there. You brought some new guys into that are playing quite well for him. Like, they got a Green Tech transfers that came. I mean, he had a slew. I mean, like 3 guys from Green Tech come over there, and I believe all 3 of them play for him. I know the Moore kid, Tremel, I believe his name is, definitely plays a lot for them. And those guys are doing, they're quality players, Coach. They can play ball, you know what I mean? So I don't know what the issue is over there, why they're not competing better than what they are, I mean, we had to see the Troy game when they played against Troy. Troy had them by 20-18 the whole first half, most of the game, and then they fought back, got it with under double figures, and they ended up losing by 12, or no, double figures anyway, you know what I mean? So I don't know what's going on there. They got the athletes to get it done. There's something not clicking, Coach.
I'm not gelling at this point.
Not gelling.
Hopefully down the line, maybe they can kind of figure that thing out.
I mean, they got the athletes there. I mean, something can happen.
Something can break. I got you. So, okay, Coach. So moving on, we'll do a recap. We're just going to cover some teams, cover the teams in the Suburban Council. Not all of them are in the Suburban Council. Some of them, like the Green Techs of the World, Independent, Albany Academy. But we're gonna cover the teams and just go through a litany of the teams and kind of give our little spiel about what we saw. Some of them that we covered and what they're looking like. Some of them we haven't. But however, we have some type of intel of what things going on. So, Coach, first on the docket is Shin. So Shin, we already know Shin. Shin's viable. They're going to be there. They've been competing. They lost by 5 against a tough Poughkeepsie team.
Yes.
And we got a chance to see that Poughkeepsie team, and that Poughkeepsie team is tough.
Yes, they are.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
so Shin isn't doing what they do. They had a nice win against CBA.
Yes, they did. At their home court.
At their home court. Yes, so Shin is poised to be right there, Coach.
Yes, sir. Yes, they are. I mean, yeah.
I know. It's
they're right there.
So CBA, Coach, what's your thoughts on CBA?
CBA is the same thing, Coach. I mean, CBA is a team that will be there. I'm not even saying possibly. They will be there in the end.
No question about it.
I just seen them the other night against Albany High, Coach. I mean, Jordan King takes a lot of shots. You know what I mean? But that team, like last year, Coach, they depend on him to make those shots. So
they do.
He has the liberty to take those, and he has the confidence to make them. So I don't have I have no problem.
I mean, I'll tell you, I'll be straight up candid with you. I can't remember a time where I saw a guard or a player per se at CBA with that type of latitude Domel gives to him. I just, you know what I mean? That's not something that we normally associate with CBA basketball.
It's almost like Duke getting the one-and-dones guy.
Yeah, right.
Don't compare to that. Like seeing Duke get one-and-dones. Like, oh, you don't do that.
Right. Oh, you doing one-and-dones now? Oh, this is what we're doing now, Coach K? We're doing one-and-dones now? There was a time when Calipari was doing it. Everybody else was getting blasted for it and everything. Right. Now Duke is the front liner of it. Oh, kind of ironic.
Yeah. I think
funny. Anyway.
Yeah. So CBA would be right there. You got Signer. You got O'Toole. Those two guys there. They got Hagen Foley guy over there. Like to shoot a jump shot.
Grimes.
The Grimes on the shooter.
That kid shoots a shooter too. He knocks it down.
So they got a viable starting five, coach. You know what I mean? That can rival with any team in this section, bar none.
No question about it. Bethlehem. We got so many teams to cover. We're gonna try to like breeze through this, but we got Bethlehem.
We haven't seen them yet, but we know they're viable.
We know their pedigree, so they're good. Yep. Hotel over there doing his thing. You got Saratoga over. You got Saratoga. You know, what we say about Saratoga? Undefeated. I mean, went up there and won 2 tough road. I call them road games.
Yes.
Okay, you agree with me, right?
Yes. Up in Saratoga, Section 3 area, region area, and they took down 2 teams that normally are rocking up in that area.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So, and true, Nottingham lost to Liverpool by 4 points last year, winning their section.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
and Liverpool was the Section 2, was the state champ.
State champ
last year. So so Saratoga, hey, look, they poised to really battle, of course. Green Tech, we talked about Green Tech. Green Tech is, I mean, I'll get into Green Tech a little bit later, but Green Tech, I'm liking what they're doing over there and what's starting to develop over there. Niskayuna,
an uptick, like you said.
There's an uptick. Niskayuna is right there. You got Troy High.
Oh yeah. Steady Eddie Troy.
You know, they'll be there in the mix.
Yes, sir.
There'll be a team that.
Especially when they drop down sectionals to A. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Huh? You kidding me?
Not even close. Not even close.
Huh?
Yeah, you're right. So all he has to do, I mean, for him to battle this type of stuff night in and night out, and then have to go to A, Coach Danzy like, man.
Yes, sir.
On, baby.
The only caveat I have for them, because I don't know if this team is A or B, is Chalmont. They might be B. Now, Chalmont is a team, coach. We got to cover them, coach.
Okay, we got to get out there.
That's a team.
Chalmont, we'll be covering you. We'll get out there. We'll cover you.
Chalmont's a team that's got some fabulous players, coach, and they're out there dropping teams left and right. So, if they're A, that would give a good game for Troy. But I believe they're B, though.
All right. Boston Spa.
I mean, they struggled a little bit this year.
Yes.
They had a good win against Saratoga. Against Schenectady and against Niskey.
Right.
So, you know, they could be right back where they were last year on the move up.
That's a fact.
Yes,
that's a fact, and that's a good way to look at it. That's a team that's still getting their scruples together, getting things in order and stuff like that.
Gilden's playing better.
Okay.
Gilden's playing better, coach. Gilden hasn't lost a game except for their first game out. They had the first game out against CBA. CBA already played, I believe, 2 games prior to meeting Gilden on December 4th for their first game. So, you know, CBA already had some game
under their belt. Absolutely,
you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And it was Gilden's first game out, and they lost by a large, over 20. But since then, they've been playing teams close. They lost every game, but they playing everything close, coach. They under 5-2. They lost to Shin by 10. Everybody else been under double figures.
Yeah, it been also been single digits and stuff.
Saratoga, they lose to them by like 5.
Yeah, I mean? So that's another team.
Yeah, but Bethlehem they lose a close one there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So good one, yeah,
they right there, coach. They right there. They're probably another year away from
really viable. Suburban Council. Averill Park, coach.
Woo!
Averill Park we heard about them too earlier season. You guys' coverage, do not go amiss about Averill Park. You better be paying attention a little bit to Averill Park.
Yes, sir.
Not something we're accustomed to doing.
Right.
However, Averill Park is another one of those teams, kind of like similar to what you're talking about with the Boston Spas of the world, Niskey Unis of the world.
Yeah. And they might be part of be where Boston Spa was last year. They'd probably be that team that just right there in that cuff.
Right.
They might be that team this year.
Got you.
Because, coach, they lost a double overtime game to Shin. They lost by 1 point to Shin, their last outing.
Right.
But they've been beating teams already, coach.
That's a fact.
Prior to that beating Shin. So I see that team being very viable down the stretch too.
Don't walk in there and just think anything.
Oh no.
Columbia is another team that's just
Columbia's undefeated right now, coach. They're doing some wonderful things. They got a guy over there, Swanka. That's a player. Cooper Swanka. He's a player over there, coach. And I had an opportunity to meet a young fellow over there as well, who was in the Greg Kubek camp, Ringfield. He's a quality player too. I like his little swag, what he brings. So I can't wait to get out there and cover those guys as well, coach.
Yeah, we're gonna get out there. Colony, coach.
Colony, they're having a rough time.
They're having a rough go at it right now.
Right now, 0-5. They lose the close games too, but. Like you said earlier, coach, losing those two players, especially losing the player that you want player of the year.
Yeah,
Isaiah Moe. Yeah. You don't. It's tough. I like Aaron Sand, like what he brings. You know what I mean? But I don't know if it's enough. I don't know if it's something to do with schemes or.
So you saying Isaiah Moe is not walking through that door?
He's not walking through that door.
He's not walking through that door. Okay. Well, moving on, Colony has their work cut out for him nonetheless. Schenectady's another team that has their work cut out for them as well. And Burnt Hills, the same. They have their work cut out for them as well. And Albany High.
Same thing.
Same thing. Have their work cut out for them now.
I mean, those teams you just mentioned there, those last, couple teams you just mentioned, Burnt Hills, Albany High, Schenectady, I believe they have not won a game yet.
Albany High, I think, won one game.
I'm talking about in the suburb. I'm talking about in our area.
They beat
Albany High beat a round-out team.
Yeah, in
another section.
Down there.
Yeah. So I don't know if they even Class A. They might be Class B or B or something, the team they beat. But these teams right here haven't won a game. You know what I mean? So in the suburban council. So those three teams right there are going to be battling for bottom feeders right now. That's basically. But I think Albany High has the most talent out of probably a lot of teams, a lot of teams in that conference, coach.
In that fold.
I think the conference.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
When I say fold, I mean the whole conference. I don't mean the teams we talked about.
They got height over there. They got good quality guard play. They got a slasher over there.
So what you're saying is that if anybody that has a chance out of those teams that's kind of right there, Albany High would be the team that has an opportunity to kind of propel in the middle of the pack, so to speak, and try to be viable around that section time.
You got the athlete.
Because as a coach, you don't ever check out. I don't care where you. I don't care if you're 0-14. As a coach, you don't check out. You always try to make sure your guys empower them with the aspect of feeling that they have an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So what you're saying is that if there's any team that can legitimately empower their team realistically, would be Albany High. Other teams can talk all the fluff and the hot air all they want, and you kind of know, even the coach might come out the door, slow the door and say, woo, we'll try and have at it. Albany High actually is one of those teams that can actually say, yo, if this happened, that happened, we realistically might have a shot to compete and do some things in the division.
That is not our Falcon pride talking, people. No, we really believe that.
Facts. So now on to where where I really I just own this arena. I own this venue. I just take control.
He just chatting right now.
Matter of fact, if they want, they can actually they zoom the camera totally in on me and just leave you out, and we just can hear your voice, and that would suffice for what we're about to get into, because this is where I really spread my wings and do all those other things.
Keep forgetting to bring my crystal ball. I'm gonna bring it here 1 week for you people, and you're gonna see how well I do every time we bring this debate up. All right, I just constantly just demoralize this guy here. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. I mean, this is gonna be crazy.
This is nutty.
The crystal ball.
Yo, listen. Here's the deal, though. I just want to talk about that crystal ball. The reason why y'all haven't seen it is because it's cracked. I'm just gonna tell you that, and we're gonna keep it moving. All right, we got the top 5, week 3. We missed week 2, coach, because of schedule issues with the studio and everything. Right.
Hopefully, it will be no more schedule issues for the rest of our
time. I mean, we give a little reprieve because my man Kurt, part of our production team.
Yes.
He's also a fellow Cowboy fan, so he went out there and checked out the Cowboys.
That's what it was?
That's what it was. He went out to the Cowboys in their victory.
That's right.
Against the Eagles. The Cowboys. Yeah, you know what I mean? So, we were okay with that one.
Yes.
So top 5, here we go.
Dead or alive. Top 5. Okay, coach. My 15. Going reverse order.
You're going reverse order.
All right, I got Troy. You got something to say about that? Or you gonna wait till I get done?
Troy. All right, I'll wait till you get done.
Okay.
Because I'm going to name mine and then we'll go from there.
Right. All right, 4, Shin. Oh, you still?
I'm gonna wait. Sure? It's hard. I'm ready to jump on my chair. Like, yo, this guy's all right.
Okay. 3, Bethlehem.
Guy, go ahead.
2, CVA. Wow. 1, Saratoga Blue Streaks. What you got, baby? What you got?
Wow, you lost some notables off your team. Number 5 for me, Green Tech. That's what I have. Green Tech is number 5. Number 4, I have Bethlehem. Let me make sure I got yours. Let me make sure I got yours.
Oh, you want mine? You want mine? You want mine?
I
mean, you want mine right now. This one my chairs right now. Okay, let's go. The people want to know.
Yeah, I got you. Who's your number 2 team?
Wait, can you just go with yours, please?
Oh, okay.
Can you just go with yours, please?
All right, so I'll recap real quick. Number 5 is Green Tech. Number 4.
Recap real quick. You only did 2 teams. Number 4. I got him nervous. I got him shook over here, people. I got him shook.
Number 4 is Bethlehem.
Okay.
Number 3 is CBA. Number 2 is Saratoga. And number 1 is Shin.
Okay, Coach. So you got Saratoga 2.
Yes.
Okay. I had Saratoga 3 last time, I think.
Yeah, you did.
And you had them way down like 5.
I had him 4.
So you got more. You could move up to 2 right now.
I'm moving up to 2 right now.
Wow, unbelievable! You finally seen the light.
They helped show the light. They helped show the light. They went up on the road, won 2 road games, and against 2 tough quality opponents. One which Green Tech lost to,
right? And
they beat. So I got to give Saratoga a lot of props, especially a brand new starting 5, vice versa, different things of that nature. So
but why? But why only? Well, why? Why only 2 though?
Because I still got to see them.
Shin lost to Averill Park. Double overtime with Averill Park, and they lost to Poughkeepsie.
No, Shin didn't lose against Averill Park.
No. They went to double overtime with them.
Right, and we already said Averill Park is a viable team that you got to watch out for.
Right. But they lost. Is Averill Park in the top 5?
They won a W. They got a W. That's the bottom line. They beat who they should have beat on their schedule. They can play in front of who they played against. And then what my thing is with Saratoga, you also benefit from the fact of not playing against on the road. You're playing against teams that doesn't have a lot of familiarity with you as well. Shin, Saratoga, different animal. Got a lot of familiarity with each other. I'm not so sure that Saratoga will win that game. So I'm going to keep Shin right where they're at right now, at number 1. Even though they suffered a loss against Bethlehem, at Bethlehem is a team that you didn't even have on your top 5 last week.
You had
them outside looking in. You didn't even have your top 5 last week. They was like number 3. I mean, I kept in the same position. Number 3 for me.
Right.
All right. So, number 4. I'm sorry. So you finally came to the light on Bethlehem. I was already there.
No, I wouldn't come to the light. I said I'm gonna wait to see what.
You talking about Saratoga? I come to the light. I thought you had a crystal ball. What are you waiting for? You have a crystal ball. Crystal ball should tell you everything you need. I don't understand. I told you it's cracked. Something's wrong here. So yeah, I got Shin still number 1. I got Saratoga number 2.
Okay.
I don't know how you drop Shin to 4. That's beyond me.
Yeah, I mean.
And then you still got CBA ahead of them?
I got CBA ahead of them because they just smacking people.
And Shin beat CBA.
At their home, very close game.
They beat them nonetheless.
A close game at their.
So you telling me teams that's like this, right? Boom, 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 that actually connected against each other, play each other, you propel the team that lost? That's what we're doing here?
I'm just saying, I'm watching how the teams played each other and how they focused, how they played. I'm going by that. I'm going by how they played.
So the W's don't matter?
Yeah, I'm going how they played.
All right, so the W's don't matter. That's what you're saying.
No, it matters, but I'm saying they're in my top 5. They're in my top 5. They still in my top 5. So they matter.
Wow.
Troy, you don't have Troy, but you got Green Tech.
I got Troy. I still got Green Tech lost against some really quality opponents. Really quality opponents.
But you don't have Troy.
So what are you telling me right now? Green Tech versus Troy. Who would win that game?
Troy.
Oh, wow.
Troy win that game.
What, are you serious? You got
Troy win that game. I mean, I don't know what you want me to tell you. I don't know what you want me to tell you. We're getting a finger from Kurt over there, Coach. But Coach, it's not even close.
You better be fortunate that you must have told Kirk to wrap this up. So you realize you're losing. He's like, yo, I'm getting my behind kicked. Look, you're folding up favors. You're like, let me get out of here.
No, not at all.
Against Troy Green. Wow. You know what? You lucky I like you. You lucky I like you. Listen, I'm going to say this and we're going to wrap up. Green Tech, only because they suffered those losses, I have to keep them at 5. However, Green Tech to me remains the best team, mano in the Suburban Council. Now, whether they're able to put those things together.
Not in the Suburban Council.
I mean, well, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. But when it comes sectional time, to put my money on a team right now, mano would be Green Tech.
That's how I feel about Albany High, though.
You know what I mean?
So it's a similar. Well, I feel that way in Albany High.
I haven't seen Albany High. You had the benefit of being out and seeing Albany High.
Yes.
I was able to see Green Tech in a couple of facets against some really better competition a lot than the Suburban Council actually has to offer, to be honest with you. And so come sectional time, if these guys can definitely, they'll be a team to beat.
Okay. All right, that wraps up week 3, and we'll be back with you guys next week. Emoji 2 TV. Peace.
Peace.